So, if you knew me from this channel before, chances are you have no idea why I'm making this video. If you didn't know me, then you don't know why I'm making this video either. So, my name is Costlet, and about 5 years ago I used to make Minecraft videos. In fact, you can still find them on this channel. So with the rise of Minecraft again, you're thinking, maybe Costlet came back to make more Minecraft videos. Well, no. I'm back for something else actually, and for that I hope you listen to this really small story. The year was 2010. I was a young teenager back then, and the thing I liked the most to watch was something called Pokémon hacks. Basically, they were these full series where people would hack Generation 3 Pokémon games and create stories with other characters, kinda like a TV show. Well, I also kinda did those things back then. I had this series called Pokémon Brothers. Recently I was bored and decided to take a trip down memory lane and rewatch those videos. And I was surprised at how much potential they had, like seriously. I never finished the series, although I did conclude Season 1. I then started Season 2 with slightly greater quality and better writing, but never finished it. I had 4 episodes released, but the plot was starting to get interesting. So I then had this weird idea to, well, conclude it. Not because I think anyone will watch it, but because I remember having tons of fun making those videos. So it's official, Pokémon Brothers will be back, and on this channel. I will post the first episodes that were already released of Season 2, so hopefully the full season will be here in the Costlet channel. Season 1 will not be uploaded however, mostly because it wasn't that good. I mean, for like 12-year-old Costlet it was great, but for today's standards it has some inconsistencies. Well, that could confuse you and kinda ruin the story. Remember, I was a 12-year-old. I kinda was doing this as I went. I didn't really have a general idea for the plot or anything. But you do need to know the story so far in order to fully experience Season 2. So, I present to you the Pokémon Brothers Season 1 Great Recap, very grossly animated by me. Or TPBSGR, it doesn't work. So without further ado, here's the story from the beginning. So the story begins with two boys that live in Little Root Town. John Jones, a 15-year-old that is a rookie trainer, and Lucas Jones, a 13-year-old that is starting trainer school to become a Pokemon trainer. They live with their mother that is salty with them 24/7, mostly because their father abandoned them 10 years ago. One day, they're visited by a mysterious man that claims to be a social assistant, but the boys overhear him warning their mother to tell them about something. Days pass, and Mom never tells them what's wrong. Meanwhile, another man called Sam shows up. He was their father's best friend and shows up to meet the boys and give them support. He entrusts his Elekid to John and gives them all sorts of advice. However, the mysterious man then starts popping up randomly, scaring both of the boys, but then vanishing mysteriously. They decide to ask Sam about this, and he explains the situation. This man is from an organization called Team Tech. They focus on creating all sorts of crazy technologies, like teleporters, which explains how they vanish. Sam advises them to hide somewhere else, so they decide to go to their friend's house in Oldale. The two friends are Oliver and Jason. Oliver is John's age, but is a great Pokemon trainer, owning his trusty Dragonite. Jason is still a rookie and is 13. They are caught, however, by a big party of Team Tech grunts, while Oliver and Jason manage to escape. John and Lucas manage to escape too, with Sam sacrificing himself for them, and getting captured by Team Tech, taken captive. John gets hit hard by this, since Sam was like a dad to him, but they decide to press on forward and live as fugitives. Meanwhile, Oliver and Jason find Mom, who finally tells them why the boys are being targeted. Their father was once involved in Team Tech, but deserted when he found out Team Tech was doing cruel things. In doing so, he decided to sabotage their machinery and blow up their base. He then ran away and is missing ever since. So basically, Team Tech wants revenge, and wants to capture John and Lucas for it. John and Lucas, while traveling, find a girl named Shade and find out that she was in fact an ex-Team Tech grunt that is also being targeted for deserting. They decide to be fugitives together and set out for Laveridge Town, a town at the base of a volcano, mostly unknown by Team Tech. Oliver and Jason find them and embark with them on this journey. They reach Fall Arbor Town and find a guy named Diane while running from Team Tech. He takes them to a secret base that houses the Tech Pursuers, an organization that helps those that are targeted by Team Tech and aims to fight them. Diane helps them get to Laveridge and they get there in safety. But it's not over yet. In fact, we get to know the big boss behind everything. Wally, a tech maniac, has gone insane and now wishes to conquer Hoenn. For that, he must eliminate all of his threats, namely John and Lucas, fearing they might repeat their father's deeds. He then uses one of his inventions to slowly creep in Shade's mind, hoping to weaken and then mind control her. Meanwhile, he wishes to control Rayquaza, Hoenn's most powerful Pokemon, to aid him in his conquest. While in Leverage, John is visited by a Swablu that through telepathy tells him that Rayquaza has foreseen that it is in danger, that it has chosen John to be its hero. With that, he grants him a power of flight, letting him fly whenever he needs. Shade is becoming weaker and weaker, and eventually breaks and allows Wally to mind control her, to attempt and murder John. But right when Shade is about to kill John, Swablu activates another one of John's powers, Holy Light, which banishes Wally from Shade's mind. Wally is furious, but at least he now knows where they are hidden. He sets off to capture Rayquaza and manages to mind control it too, and take it to Team Tech's base in Sutopolis City. He then casts a hologram of himself to the boys in Leverage, warning them that he is about to initiate his conquest with the power of Rayquaza and will start with Little Root. The team sets off to Little Root for the final confrontation, the battle for Little Root. The Tech Pursuers, John and Lucas's team, and the people of Little Root versus Team Tech and Rayquaza. The battle is intense, but Team Tech is slowly losing. Shade is getting numerous kills and is being one of the heroes of the battle, but while fighting a horde of grunts with John, is shot and ends up dying, leaving John once again broken for losing another person he truly liked. But in the end, he must be the one to face Wally. Wally, before unleashing his last resort attack, warns John that even if he is defeated, he has a backup plan for the future, that he will keep on haunting them forever. In a scorching duel, John defeats Wally with Rayquaza. Little Roots is destroyed, and Shade is dead. But Team Tech is finally defeated. Rayquaza thanks the team for the help and grants John with the power of flight forever. Everyone goes on living his normal life, with Team Tech finally out of the picture. So that's the abridged version of Season 1. Hope it was easy to understand. I made this so you can easily keep up with the story without having to go through the pain of watching Season 1. On another side note, if you do want to watch Season 1, all the episodes are still online on my old channel, but you might notice that some details are different. That's once again because of young Costlet that couldn't settle on basic plot elements, but this abridged version is officially the plot you should consider when watching Season 2. Season 2 begins 3 years after Team Tech's defeat, with Lucas graduating trainer school since he still failed a year due to absence, and the rest I'll leave it for you to watch in the following videos. I hope you enjoy this series. I know I'm enjoying creating it, so I hope I see you guys in other videos, and goodbye.